Xiamen Tzu Chi volunteers host a tea gathering to thank seniors' effort in recycling. Dalin Tzu Chi Hospital incorporates Western and Chinese medicine to nourish postpartum mothers. Welcome to Dai Headlines. I'm Maggie Tai. Thank you for joining us. In Fujian, Xiamen, China, Tzu Chi volunteers have been promoting recycling at the park in Gulanyu for a year. With their efforts, many seniors have joined the ranks of recycling volunteers. Recently, volunteers have held a gratitude tea gathering to thank these recycling volunteers.
Because of recycling, Tzu Chi volunteers get together with the seniors regularly. Whether they are physically challenged or solitary seniors, they become more energetic.
During the 1 year that we volunteers spent with the seniors, the elderly people have treated us as if we are their daughters. They are very joyful being with us.
Tzu Chi volunteers held a gratitude tea gathering. Cai Weiguo, who is mildly mentally challenged, has been looking forward to the event. 80-year-old Grandma Wang is beaming with smiles after collecting recyclables on her way here.
很高兴啊！你是不是上个礼拜就开始高兴了？
我这一回比较高兴。
今天比较高兴啊！你走多久来？从你家走多久过来的？8个小时。8个小时啊！哇，你好棒哦！
Zhang Xiaoyi, who's autistic, did not like to have contact with outsiders in the past. After the volunteers cared for him for a year, he gradually opened up his mind.
我喜欢种花吧，有这个兴趣吧。
种花，所以在插花。今天来心情怎么样？
很好。
儿子跳绳。小玉插花，你安怎？
我唔相信，不相信。
小玉插一盆花。
欢迎，我太感动了。
Despite the cold weather, the tea gathering is very warm. The volunteers perform sign language songs, and the grandma shares her feelings about doing recycling.
By doing recycling, we are doing good deeds.
The volunteers do a good job. They help the physically challenged people or seniors solve their problems. They make the physically challenged individuals very happy.
I feel very happy since I'm a solitary senior. I am very quiet at home. Coming here to be with the crowd, I am very joyful. Well, I'm very joyful.
The volunteers' love and gratitude have warmed up the hearts of the seniors.
Tzu Chi U.S. headquarters has been established for 30 years and its work has been expanded to various communities. Today we'll take a look at Tzu Chi Vision Mobile, which was officially launched in 2013 to provide free automatic service to disadvantaged families. The Vision Mobile in New York is even divided into 2 smaller vans so as to match with the city layout.
New York City and California, the layouts are a little different. In essence, when the vans came, instead of having one big van, which is what they have out in California, we decided to break the van down into 2 smaller vans. This makes it easier for us to get into more schools, into more places, because the spaces are more limited here in New York City.
When we left, it was dark. Now it's nice sunny day today. This is the first program in a school in the greater New York area.
Today, the students are actually being tested and actually getting glasses to take home. Just looking at the process, a lot of our kids never wore glasses before, but then as they're getting the examination, I realized that a lot of them need glasses.
Like when I first came in Kappa, my teacher put me in the back, so I told her I can't see, and then the issues started to get bigger and bigger, so they put me in the front, so I could see better.
How's it going?
It's going pretty good. So
Are you getting excited? You're gonna get new glasses? Yeah.
Today I went to go take my test to get my glasses. The first thing I did was watch a video about Tzu Chi Foundation. And then after they brought us to a table to take a test. Then after that, we took a test like our colors to see if we knew what color it was and what number and shape it was.
So you can see something up to 3, right?
I can see something. Then after I got to go right there to take my actual eye exam to see which pair would fit me best. And then after I got to pick out what glasses I wanted to.
The vision mobile van is where all the ophthalmic equipment or all the eye exam equipments are, and there the eye doctors can give a complete comprehensive eye exam. And once everything is done and when we have a prescription, then we can move over to the optical mobile van. The optical mobile van, we have a full dispensary, a full layout of eyeglasses where the patient or the customer can pick out whichever frame style they like. And we also have the lenses in stock where we can actually make the eyeglasses within 20 minutes.
And then I know this is gonna change my life because I can see much better. I feel like a brand new person.
That I'm actually gonna get to see from far away because I'm always straining my eyes or I constantly have to get up to see the board.
Well, I feel it's really helpful for kids because probably their mom or their dad cannot afford the glasses, so I think it's really helpful.
I think that this is a really good foundation. They really know what they're doing and they're really nice people. And I think that people should go here more often.
If you help somebody, somebody's probably gonna help you, so you never know if you're the lucky person to get help.
Cui Baohai, who is a Tzu Chi Care recipient in Shenyang, was paralyzed 8 years ago due to sudden cerebral hemorrhage. Tzu Chi volunteers started caring for this family 2 years ago, which improved the condition of Baohai. Volunteers even carried him down from his home twice and took him to Tzu Chi office in Shenyang to interact with other volunteers.
咱就上会所了，上家了，回家了，回娘家了。
Since the sudden cerebral hemorrhage 8 years ago, Cui Baohai has been paralyzed in bed and never went out. On this day, volunteers will help him fulfill his dream. There is no elevator in the old apartment and the corridor is very narrow. To carry Baohai down from the 7th floor, volunteers have to put utmost efforts. They have stopped several times and even sang his favorite song to cheer him up. They finally reached the 1st floor. The smile on Cui Baohai's face made these volunteers forget about their exhaust.
Although it is very hard to carry Baohai down the stairs, when seeing his smiling face, we are very pleased.
It turned out that on this day, Tzu Chi volunteers in Shenyang held an event for returning bamboo cone bank. Seeing so many Tzu Chi volunteers, Cui Baohai feels very energetic.
He could say hello to everyone here. I'm actually very happy because I've done a good thing. Saying Baohai is so happy, I feel happy too.
I'm grateful for Tzu Chi brothers and sisters to keep us company over the past 2 years. Tzu Chi brothers brought my husband to Tzu Chi, making him very happy.
The care of Tzu Chi volunteers made Cui Baohai feel especially warm in this winter.
As more people are aging, Master Zheng Yan proposed an age treasury concept where the elderly deposit 50 years of their ages into a treasury, and the remaining ages are their spiritual ages. Tzu Chi volunteers behind Tan Bai Kwan was once a very strict teacher in Malaysia, but after she joined Tzu Chi, she has become a very kind elderly grandmother in the eyes of students.
One day, my kid phoned me and asked me if I felt lonely at home. I said no. Every time I go to school, many young children always call me grandma, and it makes me happy, so I'm not lonely. Every time I go to the school, I recall I was a very strict teacher, and the students were scared of approaching me, so I didn't form good affinities with them. One time I was a teacher trainee at a school. The students in my class came from poor families, and there was one student who didn't do his homework, so he wore 3 pairs of pants, waiting for me to beat him. He knew I would beat him. Later, I found out that he helped his parents with their street vendor business all the way until midnight. I felt I... Later, my grandson attended Chi Chi Humanitarian Academy, and I realized I should have taught the students with love. Chi Chi's education is different. It uses love and respect to teach the students. The teachers are not as vicious as I was. Which one is better? I think being gentle is better, but we have to be gentle and also tough.
She has begun to age gradually, and in recent years she is very hard of hearing. When we have a meeting, she will sit there with us from the beginning to the end, but she can't hear what we say. As an elderly person, she can't hear what we say, but she still makes cakes for us, so she encourages us very much.
If Chi still wants an old person like me, I'll keep on volunteering until I can't walk. When I can't walk, I will use my hands. When my hands are unable, I'll use my speech.
From pregnancy to giving birth, it is a process for consuming energy and blood. Through proper caring, especially with traditional Chinese medicine and nutrition, postpartum mothers can quickly recover. Dalin Tzu Chi Postpartum Nursing Care Center, which was established in January 2019, incorporates Chinese and Western medicine to care for the novice parents and newborn babies.
Breast pain, backache, edema, and anosmia are the postnatal symptoms of postpartum mothers to whom are prone.
At first, I have serious edema. The traditional Chinese medicine doctor took my pulse and gave me some liver nourishing tea and siwu tang to drink. After drinking, I felt much better, and the edema has almost disappeared.
Postpartum confinement is a turning point in women's health. Professional Chinese medicine practitioners give formulas such as medicated meals and acupuncture massages to help the mother improve her physical fitness and reborn.
The first stage is the first week after pregnancy. At this time, a large amount of blood has consumed. We would advise not having greasy food. When it enters the second stage, we should recommend increasing the amount of protein intake together with medicated meals. At the third stage, which is 3 or 4 weeks after pregnancy, some liver and kidney nourishing food is suggested to strengthen mother's waist and knees so as to protect them from pain suffering.
Diet, resting, and recuperation are the 3 key factors for postpartum confinement, with diet as the first priority. Dietitians suggest that natural food-based vegetarian meals can not only increase mother's production of milk, but also avoid constipation and restore mother's fertility and posture.
At the later stage of pregnancy, the gastrointestinal system is not so good and constipation is more likely to occur. I think the meals here are relatively lighter for the postpartum mothers and will be less burdensome for the body.
What we provide is ovo-lacto-vegetarian confinement meals. So the protein mainly comes from soy products like bean bag and egg. and there should be enough dietary fiber in the meals, so we offer whole grain staple food with vegetables, fruits, and nuts, which are the sources of fiber.
水果以及坚果都是纤维质来源。
A month of confinement in exchange for a lifetime of health through the joint care of Chinese medicine practitioners and dietitians. The physique of postpartum mothers can be improved, and so they can start a happy life.
The stress of having a newborn baby and healing the body after birth is often a worry of pregnant women. Without support from husband or family, it could be overwhelming and maybe even lead to postpartum depression. That this is important to have a support system in place, especially in the first month for a newbie mommy. Thankfully, at the Postpartum Center, nurses can teach new mothers the correct ways to take care of the babies to alleviate some of their anxiety of not knowing what to do.
In the beginning, I was down about the low supply of milk I was producing, and then the nurses showed me how to express milk using a few techniques. And the first time I was about to express a decent amount of breast milk, I was pretty happy.
Being able to have the newborn latch on and feed is often a wish for new mothers. Learning how to hand express breast milk is also important as it can prevent engorgement while also stimulating and maintaining milk supply.
The nurses are really well trained. For new mothers like me who don't know how to hand express breast milk, they have professional suggestions and also show you how to do it correctly.
We can help mothers be a mother figure and learn how to take care of children. We also want them to feel at home here.
Besides assisting postpartum patients be mothers, nurses also teach them tips on how to take care of their newborn.
要洗头的时候啊，我们这个耳朵的话记得要捏住哦，不要让水跑进去这样子。好的。
Holding the newborn like a football and securing the neck and head, the nurse teaches this mother how to wash her child.
We are afraid of mishandling the children. What if they fall in the tub? What if the water gets in their ear channel? Actually, none of it is that difficult. We just need to watch and learn.
As babies develop, it's important to stimulate their language learning through reading time, even in the early stages.
Dr. Lin mentioned before how reading to your kids is best as early as possible. It not only helps parent-child bonding, but also the children can become familiar with mom's voice.
When parents read to their children, they will familiarize themselves with their voice. This is very important in the neural development of a child.
With excellent 24-hour nursing care for postpartum mothers, the Dalin Tzu Chi Postpartum Center can help mothers avoid becoming fatigued, which may lead to worry and sadness, in taking care of their babies and just concentrate on recovering from giving birth.
Tzu Chi Sichuan volunteers send love to Yingjing County for the winter. Most residents here are Yi tribe people who moved here from the mountain 10 years ago, and they live by collecting tea leaves and digging bamboo shoots. In addition to aid supplies, the medical team also teaches children about public health education. Every bag of rice is filled with good wishes and love.
亲爱的四川省彝族同胞们，库什穆萨。
是一个非常寒冷的日子，但是四季回来。
This winter is very cold, but thankfully, Tzu Chi volunteers have brought us warmth and love. They've sent kindness to our village.
暖暖的热情来到我们林店乡大坪村，充满了温暖，充满了爱心。
Volunteers deliver rice, cooking oil, warming clothing, and daily necessities for them to get through the winter. The medical team in Sichuan also educates each tribe children about public health.
We are here to mainly teach them how to wash hands and brush teeth in the correct way. Forming a good habit will be beneficial for their future life.
In Fujian, Xiamen, a 70-year-old senior Liu Ping has been collecting trash for more than 10 years after her parents' death. The garbage has severely affected her neighbors. The neighborhood committee came to clean up the place, but they couldn't enter her house. Fortunately, Tzu Chi volunteers have come to help.
The old family emerged from her house through this narrow pathway, which was blocked by tons of trash. Liu's parents passed away more than 10 years ago, and she began to collect trash on streets during midnight and store it in her house.
Our community workers have made huge effort cleaning the front street, but it didn't take more than 2 days that she piled up the trash again. This time we want to clean it again. As a neighbor, she was not very cooperative.
More than 40 Tzu Chi volunteers came to help clean up the mess.
We couldn't even walk in her house. This is where she often poops. Since her father passed away, she started to collect trash every day. We have tried to talk to her about this many times, but she wouldn't listen.
There are even many spider webs. A Tzu Chi care recipient from the same community also came to help.
It's messier than my own place. How could it be even messier than my own place?
The care recipient used to receive help from the volunteers. Now he has become the main force of this cleaning mission. He brought his own grinder and helped cut off the bulking screws on the pathway. He also assisted volunteers and installed a bed frame for Liu. When volunteers moved the trash onto the trash car, Liu couldn't let go easily, since she saw the trash as her precious belongings.
The neighbors often had conflicts with her, since she often blocked their pathway. Liu often told us that you volunteers treat her very well, since you cared for her and she could feel your love.
After 2 days of cleaning, volunteers finally see the white tiles in the clean bathroom.
You cleaned my house so well. It's so neat and I'm so touched. I won't store trash anymore. I won't store trash in my house anymore.
恭贺啊！你能想象你能走得进去吗？啊？有没有想过你能不能走进来？啊？不敢想象。好处边啦，哈，大家好处边。算了，过去的事情就算了，不要。
Love connects people's heart. Tzu Chi finally helped fix her relationship with neighbors and purified her heart.
Tzu Chi North Toronto School teaches students floral arts to experience humanistic culture with joy. Take a look and see you next time.